we do a small one? I don't know. Should we do a patterned one? Should we do a patterned one? Guys, I wish you could tell me. Oh my god. Hey guys, what's up? It's Jessiara. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, I'm so excited to share with you guys. Finally, I have been collating a bunch of ideas that I had prior decorating and now in the process still decorating, and in the next few months of what I'm going to do. A lot of you guys are loving the Home with Jess series. Let me introduce myself actually before I just start talking. If you don't know me, hello, my name is Jessiara Maria. I'm 20 years old. I'm a London-based fashion, lifestyle, and home content creator and a full-time mum to my daughter Amara. Hope you guys are doing well. The light just came into the living room so beautifully. But yeah, if you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe, and if you like videos like this, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot, and commenting down below. But if you guys don't know, also by the way, mind my voice, I can hear it. It's just I'm not sick, I'm getting over a cold, and it's just voice is just a bit all over the place basically. So just ignore that. I'll be back to my normal self soon. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you're new to me and my content, you wouldn't know, but I've started a home series called Home with Jess because, let me give you guys a quick little backstory. So I rented this property that I'm in. It is a first floor 2-bedroom flat. I rented it last year, May 2021. I moved in here with my 6-month-old at the time. I was 19 years old. My first time ever renting. I've never rented a place prior. I lived with family. I had no idea what I was doing. So I will make a whole what to look for in a flat video when you're renting, like later down the line, because I wish I actually spent time looking for a place, because this was the very first place I viewed and this was the very first place I got. Yeah, so a year down the line, you guys know, if you have been following me in my vlogs, I've been mentioning my tenancy's coming to an end. I'm looking to move, we're looking to move. And it just never happened because the market at the time was just ridiculous. Everyone was renting, everyone wanted to move out. I just said, let me be realistic. I do like this place, just needs a little bit of help. It needs a little bit of work. My landlord kindly lets us make the changes that we wanted to make, and as you guys can see, I love this place now. This place is home. We are not finished, nowhere near, but it is getting to a place that I'm incredibly happy with. So for this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my top tips for making a house, a flat, a home that you are renting into a home that you love and into a home that you actually want to be in. Because for me, this place for the last year prior decorating it was not home. It was just a place that I slept in, worked in, lived in, ate in, cooked in, raised my child in, had friends and family over in. Like, it wasn't home. Being someone that works from home as well, I didn't have anywhere to work. I worked on my massive dining table, I worked on my vanity, I worked on the floor, I worked on the sofa. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys in this video. If you are currently renting or looking to rent, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to be making your rented flat or your rented home a place that you enjoy, a place that you can call home, and a place that you think is aesthetically pleasing to look at. Because yes, it's about living in. Yes, it needs to be livable. Yes, I'm blessed to have a roof over my head, but guess what? I need it to look nice as well. So the first tip is to plan the vision you have for your flat. Regardless if you're living in a 1-bed, a studio, a 2-bed, a 5-bedroom house, a mansion. Would you be renting a mansion? Regardless of how big or how small your space is, you need to plan accordingly and plan the vision that you have for your studio or for your 2-bed, room by room. The mistake I did, and I quickly fixed this mistake, was I went onto Pinterest, as everyone does. I live on Pinterest now, especially when it comes to decorating and coming up with house and living room and decor ideas, especially for my shelf. I was on Pinterest all day long. One thing I did was I went on Pinterest and I kind of just did a general search based off of the stuff that I like. So for example, like, I just wanted it to be really simple. I wanted it to be really chic and just really neutral. So I did a very general search on Pinterest. Minimal home decor ideas, minimal living room decor ideas, minimal chic decor, beige, neutral aesthetic home ideas. And it gave me a very general sense of what I was looking for, but I didn't break it down room by room, because what you guys need to remember when decorating your rented home is that whilst we would love to knock out a wall, whilst we would love to redo the ceiling and maybe paint or maybe change the carpets into wood, which is what I am desperate to do. I hate these carpets. I want wooden floors, but for the next place, not now. I'm holding off it. But whilst we would love to do all the renovation that you can do to a home that you own, we can't do that. We're restricted, especially if your landlord is a bit you know. Luckily, my landlord is very lenient. She lets me paint, she let me put up shelves, she's literally let me do whatever. It depends how your landlord is. You just have to establish a good relationship with them. Even then, not all landlords are lovely. Even if you are nice to them, they're not always nice back. So when it comes to decorating, you just have to be specific with them. What I did was I made a rough mood board of what I wanted to do to the flat in general. The main changes we're making is in the living room. So I made a mood board of what I wanted to do to the living room in terms of things that would affect her. So shelves and paint and cracks in the wall and little things like that, holes in the wall from prints and from mirrors and from maybe mounting your TV on the wall, whatever you want to do. So that's what I did, and it really helped because it helped her vision what the place would look like, and it helped me remember the things that I would need to do when I move out. So for example, if she doesn't want to keep the shelves when I leave, I need to take the shelves out, fill the wall, sand it and paint it back the color that the wall is right now. You don't have to show them every little detail like the decor, because they do not care about decor. The decor is not theirs. Minus if it was already there. For example, this place came part furnished. So the things like the wardrobe in my bedroom was black and I didn't like it. So what did I do? I bought vinyl and I stuck it down, and now it's white, kind of. You'll see. So things like if it is part furnished, if it's furnished, if it's unfurnished, then that's completely up to you. You can do whatever you want. But if it comes fully furnished, you need to communicate with your landlord the things that you want to change, putting stuff into storage. If you have a loft like I do, put the stuff into the loft. If they don't allow you to change furniture, there are so many things that you can do to make the furniture catered to you. So the second tip is to have an aesthetic / color scheme in mind. The word aesthetic is just thrown around. I just don't even know. I don't know any other word to use. So that's the right word I'm going to use in this circumstance. Having a color scheme / aesthetic in mind of how you would like to decorate your flat or your home is so important, because guys, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I initially was going for beige, minimal, simple, chic, basically just boring. And if that is your taste, which it is still my taste, I'm not going to sit here and say I don't prefer minimal and neutral colors, which I do. My house is still very much minimal. If you look at the living room currently, it is very minimal with pops of color here and there. I became aware of this when I got invited to a coffee shop a few days ago. And in the area, it's near Brick Lane, Shoreditch, if you guys know, I discovered the most amazing vase glassware shop ever. I forgot the name of it. I'll leave it on the screen. It's amazing. The woman who works there, I love you. You're so sweet. And I bought a mug. I will show you guys on screen. But I was just in that store looking at the different vases that they've done. Vases, I don't know. Looking at the different glassware that they had, from mugs to vases to plant pots. Like, it was just so colorful in there, and so many prints, so many patterns, so many shapes of vases, so many shapes of mugs. And as a creative person, this just like tingling sensations. I got so much inspiration in that store just from being there. I only bought one mug because I didn't want to come home with a whole new glassware collection that's going to build over time, which is another tip. Don't rush into buying decor. Take your time with it. Point being is, don't be too strict on your color scheme. Be lenient to adding color, especially if you're like me and you like the minimal, you like the neutral, you like the beiges, the whites, the blacks, the nude. Be open to adding some color. But if you are completely strict, if you're completely set on minimal, neutral, you do you, babe. But for me, I really noticed that like your environment, which is why I wanted to change this place in the first place, your environment heavily impacts your mood, especially if you work from home, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home dad, if you don't work and go elsewhere and commute somewhere. If you're in your home 24/7 like I am, basically, your home needs to reflect you. It needs to be a place that makes you happy and that makes you at peace and that gets you inspired. And for me, looking at a blank wall with no picture frames, with no color, with no decor and no vases and no things in the background really gave me a headache. So I needed to add some color in my life. So coming up with an aesthetic, with a color scheme, it doesn't have to be cottagecore or minimal chic or whatever the names we have for these aesthetics these days. It doesn't have to be any of that. It literally can just be whatever you want it to be. It can be a mix of blues and greens and whites and blacks. Okay, on to the fun part. So opt for budget-friendly renovation decor schemes, if that makes sense. So what I mean by this is opting for easy, budget-friendly things that you can do to upgrade your furniture. For example, like I said before, I currently am redoing my wardrobe. Well, not really, it's basically done. It was black and I didn't like the black because in my bedroom is like the last place that I'm going to focus on doing, because I just don't really care that much. The main place is the living room that I want to get done, but my bedroom, my wardrobe was black. My chest of drawers is wood and my vanity is white. I do not like that combination. It doesn't look nice. It's just mismatched. They're all in a row as well. So it's not cohesive. So to me, I was just like, let me just buy some sticky vinyl and take the doors off, paint the handles gold, which is a botched job on my part. It was late at night last night when me and my partner was doing it. It's not, you guys will see, it's not nice. But from afar, it looks cute. Up close, it's not. So no one's gonna be looking at that anytime soon. But point being is opting for some budget-friendly ways to upgrade or upholster your furniture like vinyl, like sticky vinyl. I literally got that at B&M for £7. I know it was really inexpensive. It was below £10. You can even get it on Amazon. You can get different ones on Amazon. That's where I got my one for the table. If you guys are interested, I'll leave them down below, the ones that I got. And some tools, if you guys are interested, it will all be on my Amazon store. I've got an Amazon store for everything, for if you are a parent, for toddler stuff that helped me, for home decor ideas, stuff that I use on a daily basis. If you guys are interested, down below. Vinyl, sticky vinyl, as in the one that you can just peel and stick. When your tenancy is coming to an end, all you have to do is take the doors off, peel it off, give it a wipe, and it's all good. It's not going to rip anything. It's not going to stick to anything. It's not going to damage anything. You're saving money by literally buying sticky vinyl that looks like wood, or that looks black, or that looks white, or looks glittery, or whatever you have in your head. You just stick it over 2 seconds instead of doing the whole shebang. The next thing is for those who have more lenient landlords like myself, adding shelving. I'll show you guys my shelving. If you guys have not watched my shelving installation video that me and my partner did, painting the living room and putting up the shelves, I will leave the whole series down below. But these shelves have been the best thing I've ever done. Well, I didn't do it, my boyfriend did it, but the best thing that I've ever thought of doing. Like, we were literally looking at this space when we were thinking of upholstering it, and he said shelves, definitely. So we asked the landlord. She said she loves the idea of shelves in here. She now loves what it looks like, so I love that. So she may keep it, so it's good of me. And I know a lot of people may be saying, why spend money on a place that you're renting? Why spend money on a place that isn't yours? Like I said in the beginning of this video, if you work from home like myself, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you even just need a place to come home to after work, you just need to be at peace. You need to enjoy your space. And if you don't enjoy your space, what's the point of living there? So adding shelves is a great way to maximize storage. That's another tip. You need to maximize storage, because for me, no storage in this house. There's literally none. We do not have drawers in our kitchen, as in the drawers that you have for your cutlery. We don't have that. Did I notice when I viewed this place? No. It's only when you move in. But little things like that. So adding shelving not only maximizes storage, but it enables you to decorate, and it enables you to add some decor pieces. For me, I'll show you guys like an overlay, a video of my shelves currently. I love them. They're not at the point where I want them to be, but I'm working on it. But as you guys can see behind me, I've literally just got a vase from IKEA, and I put some fake flowers from IKEA as well. Love it, obsessed with them. There's just lots of little things that you can do with shelves. You can have books on there. I've got my 3 books up there. I'm building a collection. You guys just have to allow me. Anyway, you can do anything with shelving. You can add shelving yourself. We literally bought these plaques of wood from B&Q, I think, and then we got stainer to stain the wood. If you guys want to see the whole video, it's there. But you can do anything with a space in your wall, because I will show you guys what it looked like before. It was literally just 2 gaps in a wall. It needed something there, whether that be shelving, whether that be a bookcase, a bookshelf, something. It was just missing something. And I also maximize storage by adding a little nook for myself, which is where I'm sat. This is where I work from. This is my safe haven. It's not big. It's not a whole office room. It's not a whole office penthouse studio, but it's mine, and I love it. And I love how just compact it is, and I can make it my own. I'll show you guys what it looks like in the flesh of just me using it. And it's a place where I can retreat from my daughter if she's annoying me. If my partner's annoying me, I just leave me alone, put my headphones on. Okay, and the next thing is something really simple. I should have mentioned this first. Changing small things. When you change small things, it makes a massive difference. For example, the biggest and my most, I was saying this to my partner the other day, my favorite purchase that I've ever made in my entire life was my curtains. You wouldn't believe it, would you? But guys, if you've been watching me, you know what my curtains looked like before. They were gray. Were they gray? They were ugly. I'm sorry to the previous tenants or to my landlord. If it's yours, I do not like them. They were not nice. They made the living room so dark and just a place that looked like a cave, and I didn't like it. It didn't go with anything. Everything was mixed matched. It wasn't nice. They were what, £20? Something ridiculous like that. I'm so happy I'm looking at them. They're just, I love them. I'm obsessed. I literally don't have anything to say. Curtains make a massive difference, especially if they are dark, if they are thick. They can really make a place look just dark and cold and like a cave. For me, the living room is a bright, airy place that we spend 90% of our day in, so it needs to reflect that. Even though like today, it's not a bright day. The skies are grey, but because the curtains are such a thin linen, I don't know. They're such a thin material, so the light comes in so beautifully, and in the evenings, it's so gorgeous. So little things like changing curtains, you should be allowed to change curtains because all you have to do is put them in storage, put them in a box, put them in a bag, and then when your tenancies come to an end, you just change them back. These curtains are not staying here. I'm taking them with me. They're not staying here. Even little things like changing handles on doors, on cupboards, on wardrobes makes the biggest difference. Like going from gold to silver, going from silver to gold, or white to black, or black to white. It will make the simplest difference, especially if the rest of your decor match with that. And then the handles, do you see what it just, little changes make the biggest difference. That's the point of that point. I just talk way too much. And then the last and final tip is the tip that I really want you guys to take away from this video. Shapes matter. Not Pythagoras theorem or trigonometry. Oh no, I don't mean in terms of mathematical terms. My partner will actually slay me if he heard me say that. Not in mathematical terms. What I mean is shapes of furniture matter. Guys, if everything in your house is a square, it's going to look weird. If everything in your living room is the same shape, or everything in your entire property is the same shape, it's just gonna look weird. That everything in my living room was the same shape. I'm not even kidding you guys. Everything was the same shape. Everything except my lamp. I'll explain. I'll see if I've got videos to show you guys. Before I got my mirror, you guys will see. Before I got my mirror is from B&M. It's a circle mirror. Everything was a square or rectangle. Everything was just the rectangular square shape, and it was just so weird. It's my eyes, like, I feel like it's just because I'm creative, I don't know, but my eyes pick up on stuff like that, and like I'm looking, I mean, it's not bad now, but before renovating, before decorating, I was like, why does this living room look strange? There's something wrong. There was a lot wrong, but there was something wrong. L-shaped sofa, everything's a square. I feel like this makes me look crazy, but the long bit of the sofa is a rectangle. The little cushions are squares. The arms are rectangles. My table is a rectangle. My TV is a square. The PAX unit is all squares. Like the walls are squares. The frames are squares. Everything was squares and rectangles. This makes me sound mad, I think, but I know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, then let me know, please, so I don't look crazy. Moral of that point is make sure everything is not the same shape, just because I feel like adding shapes and adding different shape objects make such a difference in a property. That's why I got a round mirror. That's why I got a round table, because the big long oblong, what's an oblong? What on earth am I talking about? The big long rectangle, the big long dark rectangle, may I add, of my dining table was just scary. It was giving me like church vibes. It just was not. It was not. But yeah, it doesn't even have to be furniture. It doesn't even have to be big furniture. It can be little things like decor. For example, I don't know what shape this would be, but like this vase is a different shape. My diffuser back there is a different shape. My books are all different shapes and sizes. I've got a print up there. I will show you guys. I've got a print up there that is a mix of different shapes. I've got a mug over there that's a different shape. I've got candles, I've got books. Basically, my decor pieces, like the little pieces, are different shapes, even down to flowers. My sunflowers right now on my dining table, love them. But yeah, guys, that is everything for this video. Let me know if it helped you. Let me know if you guys want more videos like this. I love the direction that I'm going in on my channel. Finally, it makes sense. Before it wasn't making any sense, but now it's finally making sense. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to check out the Home with Jess series if you are new or if you haven't seen it. Another episode will be coming very, very soon where I do my table, where I show you guys the shelves and everything like that. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to stay happy, stay safe, stay inspired, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.